Yeah, baby.
Okay, good. Well, good afternoon, good evening. It's afternoon here for me in Las Vegas and evening for you guys over in the UK. So welcome to tonight's online Discover Arbonne presentation. So my name is Zoe Allen. I'm an Executive Regional Vice President and National Vice President in Qualification with Arbonne International. And I'm joined by Executive Regional Vice President Laura Leggett. And we're going to share with you the Arbonne business presentation this evening. So we're just going to give you a little bit of background about ourselves and how we heard about this opportunity and what it was that made us jump in. And then we're going to share the business presentation with you. So my background is, before Arbonne, I was a podiatrist or chiropodist. I worked in foot care. I worked for the NHS and I had my own private practice. And that was me. I thought my career path was pretty well mapped out. I wasn't looking for anything else. I was also back at university studying the theory of podiatric surgery and working in theatres. And my long-term vision was to become a podiatric surgeon or foot surgeon in layman's terms. And that was me. So when Arbonne came into my life, it was a women in business networking group. So I used to go along to a networking group every month. And I met my sponsor, Fiona McCarthy, and she introduced me to the Arbonne products. And at that time, I was actually actively looking for a product to use alongside my treatments in my private practice. And Arbonne just ticked all the boxes for me, and she let me trial the products, and they were amazing. And I also went along to a product training event and just thought, yeah, these are great products. They also explained something about this business, and I kind of thought it sounds good, but I didn't really get it, and I didn't think it was something for me, as my plate was pretty full, and I also had a toddler at the time as well, so my little boy was 2. And then I joined for the wholesale discounts to use the products in my clinic, and 6 months later, I went along to a big training event called a Leadership Academy. And at this point, we found out was expecting our second child, Jessica, who's now 3. And I just got it. I think, I suppose I was ready for change. I knew that having 2 children in full-time childcare wasn't even worth me working in my own business. And I didn't want to do the same as with my first one. First time round, my little boy was in full-time nursery very quickly. And this time, I just didn't want it to be the same again. And so I was open for something new. And I went along to this training event and I just got it. I just got how big this business is. I got that I could leverage my time. And I absolutely then jumped in with both feet. And it's the best decision I ever made. I mean, we're now at the Global Training Conference in Las Vegas. We're getting ready for it to start this week with the children. We've brought them with us. And it's just given us that time freedom, financial freedom. And it means that me and my husband both have that as well, which is very unusual. And it's just incredible. I mean, this kind of trip reminds us why we do this. And it's absolutely worth it. So I'm going to hand over to Laura.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, so I have actually had a spray tan, if anybody's looking at me. I do look dark. I haven't washed it off yet, but I will wash it off very shortly. So, yeah, so a little bit about me. My name's Laura Leggett. Thank you, Zoe, for the lovely introduction. And I used to work as a nursery assistant, where I used to look after little children. Actually, I used to look after Zoe's children as well. So this is where I was actually introduced to Arbonne through Zoe. And for me, really, I was at a point in my life when I was working at that nursery that I was at a point where something had to change. Being working at a nursery was lovely, it was fine, and it completely fitted into our lifestyle, me being a single mom and fitting it in around childcare as well, as where Sophia could come to work with me. But my beautiful little girl was due to go to school, and I felt like I was at a point where I could, career-wise, I wanted to achieve something more. I felt like being in the nursery where I was currently at, I wasn't really fulfilling my dreams and desires that I always had. And actually I used to look at the clock at like 3 o'clock and just think, is this my life for the next 30 years? And it actually quite scared me to think that, was this my life? I didn't actually plan for my life to be in that current situation. So like I say, there was something that I needed to do to change, and I just thought it was such a perfect time. Sophia was going to school, and I was I was looking for something new, and I was looking to go to university, but it wasn't really a fit for me, being a single mom, and I just felt like I'd be losing precious time with her, and I wanted to be around her. And I felt Zoe's mentioned about childcare and things like that. I worked in childcare, so I saw these parents leave their children, go to school, and it was like they go to work all those hours to pay for childcare. It's really expensive, and I just was looking for something that would fit in, more flexible and like time friendly, that I could build an incredible like job or career around my little girl. And that's exactly what Arbonne, sorry, the message is coming through, what actually came to me when Arbonne was introduced to me. Like I say, Zoe was very, very busy. I used to look after her children, Theo, and she had her own practice, and I just noticed Zoe's lifestyle completely changing when she started Arbonne. She was traveling all over the world, she was happier, she had loads of great friends, and it was something that really sparked me of like, what is Zoe doing? Because I want to be a part of it. I felt like I was missing out. And so I was brave enough to ask Zoe one day what she was doing, and she shared the business opportunity which we're going to share with you this evening. And it completely like made so much sense. I didn't think what have I got to lose. I just like say Zoe jumped in with both feet, and so did I. And I just didn't look back. And I'm so grateful that Arbonne came into my life, because it's completely transformed mine and my daughter's life completely. Like I say, I was on benefits, a single mom, and I just had a desire to change my life, and Arbonne's completely fulfilled that in a million times. Like, I can't believe how it's happened, and I'm just so grateful. And like I say, we are going to be sharing the Discover Arbonne presentation with you this evening, and like I say, just be open-minded. It may not be it may be a fit for you or someone you may know. So it's just keeping an open mind, and we're really excited to share this with you this evening, aren't we, Zoe?
We are, absolutely. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to share my screen so you can see the presentation, which hopefully is all up here. There we go. Ta-da. Okay. Right, so Arbonne began 37 years ago. We've just celebrated our 37th year birthday, and it was started by a Norwegian chemist called Petter Mork back in the 70s, who realised back then they were putting all kinds of chemical nasties into products that were going to cause us long-term health problems. So he set out to form Arbonne, and our ethics, which are the same today, are that we're pure, safe and beneficial. And Petter is no longer with us. Our MD is his son, which is amazing. There's not a picture of his son on here, which is Stian Mork, and it just still has that really family feel to it. And it's a $500 million company, but we still go back to those that Swiss heritage and those roots, that family business. And so since then, it's expanded into 7 countries. So we're in America, Canada, the UK, Australia. So we've been in the UK, it'll be nearly 10 years in November this year. And we expanded to Poland 2014, then New Zealand and Taiwan last year. And our CEO is a lady called Kay Zanuti, down at the bottom there. And she joined us, and she has an incredible CV to her name. She's a phenomenal woman, and she's really built an incredible team at head office, which those that are in Vegas this week will see that team. And her goal is to take us from that $500 million to a $2 billion company in the next 5 years, and really head up that globalization. So we have a 37-year-old company, a very well-established company, well-established products, but we're yet to fully globalize. We've got so much room to grow, for growth in this business, which is really, really exciting.
Okay then, so what makes Arbonne products so unique to the ones out there on the high street? So Arbonne offer and they have these unique products which are amazing. If you haven't tried them, then please do. And what they do is they combine the best of science and nature together and this new technology. So usually on the high street, you'll get one or the other. You'll get a product which is really result driven, which shows amazing results on your skin, but you can't take the products for a long period of time because it can cause health effects. Or you'll get something which is really natural and safe, like a petal, but it actually doesn't do anything. Our products are really, like I said, they're really result driven. If you want a product that really actually does something, like Arbonne is like, products are phenomenal. The science that go into it, I can't even give it any justice. It's amazing. Arbonne's products are built on a Swiss heritage. So if you think of anything Swiss, luxurious prestige brand, and that's where our products sit on the marketplace. There is like three tiers of where products sit on the high street, and you've got your economy brands, which are like Max Factor, Maybelline, Number 7, and then you've got your French brands, which are like your MAC, Clinique, Estée Lauder, Lancome, and then you've got your high premium brands, which I don't know if anyone's heard of them, is Creme de la Mer and La Prairie, and that's where we sit at as a product. We sit really, really high up there, but Arbonne products are brought down just below the French prices because we don't pay advertising costs. So, which is more affordable. So like I say, Petter wanted ordinary people to experience these luxurious, high quality products at an affordable price, and this is how he does that. So our products are clinically tested as well. We have amazing clinical trials, and we don't test on animals, and we have great certifications such as vegan. Vegan is a bit of a buzzword today, and but Petter, like, he set that vision way back then in 1975, so it's not like some craze that we've just jumped on. Like, he set that vision, and we're really proud that we have been vegan from day one. Or we also have an incredible nutrition line, which is gluten-free. We have kosher and many, many more amazing certifications to Arbonne brand. And we're really, we're really proud of them.
Oh, that's one click. There we go.
You want to do that one?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay.
So these are some of the ingredients we formulate without. So it's just as important what we do not use in our products as what we do use in our products. So Arbonne have a very strict ingredients policy, and these are some of the ingredients we will not use in our products. So some of the big differences between us and the high street brands, I mean, one of the big ones is mineral oil. So on here you can see the word mineral oil, and you can also see the word petrolatum. That's another name for this same ingredient. There's about 20 different terms for this one ingredient. It could be called paraffinium liquidinium, anything like Vaseline, baby oil. You're looking at over 90% of your high street brands are based on this ingredient. This is the bulking ingredient, like the carrier oil that they use. And when it's given the name mineral oil, it actually sounds quite nice. And when I looked at Arbonne, I asked my sponsor to review the products that I was using on people's feet. And she said, well, they contain mineral oil. I was like, well, what's wrong with that? It sounds really nice. And so, well, it's a byproduct of petrol production. So it comes from the petrochemical industry. And this is the waste that's left, and they refine it and sell it to the cosmetics industry, and it just bulks out products. The problem with it for our skin is the molecules are too big to actually penetrate the skin. So to sit on top of the skin, forming a cling film layer on an organ that really needs to breathe. So it can be linked to prickly heat. Before Arbonne, I used to struggle with prickly heat when I was in a hot country and didn't realise that it's this ingredient in the sun cream blocking my pores. So you'll find our products feel a lot more concentrated. They actually absorb into the skin. You don't get that greasy feeling with them. Even makeup usually contains this. Foundations are based on mineral oil, where ours isn't. So you won't feel that heaviness of any of our products, and your pores can still breathe. So that's one of our big differences, and that's why they're so much more concentrated. We're also paraben free. So parabens are the chemical preservatives, and these are linked to cancers, particularly breast cancer. And our products have never used parabens in them. And then we've got no artificial colours, sweetness, flavours, no artificial fragrances or dye. So if you have a product that's very heavily scented, that's usually an artificial fragrance giving it that scent, and many people are sensitive to artificial fragrances. And then if you have a product that's got a funky colour to it, like pink or blue, then that's normally an artificial dye. Well, ours do not use any artificial dyes in their products. And then there's many other really long chemical names on there that we will not use in our products.
So then we have an amazing range of consumable products. So if you haven't yet tried them, you're absolutely going to fall in love with them. So we've got an amazing skincare line, anti-aging, men's range. We've got clinically we've got different skin treated lines, like if you've got an acne or dry or oily, like we've got all different skin care types for you. We have a phenomenal nutrition, which I absolutely love. It's completely changed my health inside and out. Like I say, sometimes I used to have bad skin and acne, and I actually didn't realize it had a lot to do with nutrition. And I'm so grateful that Arbonne has now that I have beautiful skin and a healthy bank account. So it's all good there. And we also have a bath and body. We have, like I said, we've got so many amazing, incredible products. We have makeup, which is phenomenal, up to like technology on there. Like the primer just feels like silk. It's luxurious. Like if you haven't tried them, please do. But this slide really is to do with like this as a business perspective. We're already spending money on all of these products already. So like I say, instead of buying it from wherever you're buying it, it's like it's an expense. We like currently it is an expense, and it's turning our expenses into an income, which is the most clever thing about Arbonne. It's like it's just redirecting our spend. And so this slide is like we cover so much, and it's just opening your eyes that we're already spending these we're already spending money on these products.
Absolutely. Cool. So Arbonne have chosen this business model called network marketing to move their products. So instead of selling them on the high street, as like through the traditional retail model, which we're used to, they've chosen network marketing, which I'd heard of in the past, but never really understood it. And I'd brought products from companies that were network marketing companies and not known it. So this slide really shows you the difference. So before Arbonne, as Laura said, we're already consuming these products. So before I had an Arbonne business, I used to shower every day, which I still do. I used to use even the basic products. I mean, I wasn't into makeup, skincare, but I was still showering using things like shower gel, shampoos, conditioners, toothpaste, deodorant. So even just the basic personal care products. And I would buy those products on the high street, not really thinking much about it. But when that product is sitting on a high street shop, it's been manufactured, it's gone through a wholesaler, warehouse, the sales force, which is the advertising spend. So big companies like L'Oreal will spend millions on advertising. Then it sits in that high street shop and they put their overhead, their markup onto that product. So by the time it gets to us as the consumer, about 10 to 15% of our money has gone to the actual product. The rest of our money has gone to the whole process of moving that product to us as customers. Whereas in network marketing, we're stripping out the middlemen in the process. So our products are now, we started in Switzerland, but everything's moved over to California now. We're all based in Irvine and they're manufactured over in Irvine. And then they're recommended through consultants like myself and Laura. And then our customers, and we are our own customers. So we go online, we shop from Arbonne on the Arbonne website, and our products get delivered directly to our door. We will not spend money on advertising. They don't go to somebody else's warehouse. They're not sitting on the high street shelf. So it cuts out lots of those middlemen. So it means that we can bring the price point down significantly. And when I looked at this and I looked at these products, I thought, okay, if these products are that good as they say they are, then why not sell them on the high street? Why not shout about them, use TV advertising, kind of have them there more in the public eye? And the two main reasons for that is, one is the price point. If they were sold retail, they would be priced out of the market for most of us. They are an ultra premium skincare brand. And, they would sit there priced at, with products like La Prairie, things I'd never heard of before Arbonne. Those going through the airport and tomorrow, check out La Prairie in the airport. It's about £1,500 for a set of anti-aging. And I've got better things to spend that kind of money on. So it brings our prices down significantly. We're priced around Clarence Clinique, and then we get a discount on that. And we find they last much longer. And then it also means we can bring the shelf life down. Because Arbonne have chosen to formulate without chemical preservatives, we need to move our product from where they're made to the customer much more efficiently. And network marketing is a way of doing that. When we order our products, they're coming straight from Arbonne. They're not going into anybody else's hands. So Arbonne can keep control over that shelf life. And if things do get close to the shelf life, they will do flash buys or buy one, get one free to kind of move the product through much quicker. So network marketing is a way that they could do this. And then it means that they rely solely on us to spread the word about these products. So and we do this all the time anyway. It's word of mouth advertising, basically. We recommend things naturally anyway that we like. Like we might have seen a great film recently. I still haven't seen Beauty and the Beast, but it's been all over my Facebook page and I still want to go and see it because everyone's like recommending it and saying how good it is. So I will go and see that. But the cinema won't reward the person that introduced me for referring me. But in Arbonne, what happens if I recommend a product to somebody and I introduce them to the company and they get their own ID, then I can earn a commission on that order. Not just the first time they order a product, when that product runs out. So things like shampoo and conditioner are consumable products. We use them, they run out and we reorder them. So when that person reorders, they pay me that commission again, and every single time they reorder. So that's a recurring income stream that I'm building. And then if someone wants to join the business, like me and Laura, we do this as a business. They then set up their own Arbonne website, and we teach them and train them how to build an Arbonne business. For doing that, Arbonne reward us an override, which is a slightly different type of commission on their business. And that is now a leverageable income. So if I do 10 hours of work a week in Arbonne, and I can teach 10 people to do 10 hours a week of work, that's 110 hours a week. And I'm doing 10, but I can earn on 110 hours, if that makes sense. Make it easy math. So that's leverageable income. So we have a leverageable income in this business and a recurring income, which is really smart and really clever. And what I didn't have with podiatry, with my private practice before Arbonne, if I didn't go to work, I didn't earn a penny. And if I was sick or the children were sick, then that was my income gone for that day. And even I realized when I went on maternity leave, the day I walked out of that business, it was worth nothing. Whereas in this, I'm building an asset for the future, for my children's future as well. So it's a very clever model, and it's something that anyone can do.
Yeah, I absolutely love that slide because, like I say, it's online and it's really effective. And we just get so excited when the Arbonne delivery box comes to your door because it feels like Christmas. If you haven't experienced it yet, it's really exciting to see that box. So, what do we do? So we've explained about the products. Now we're saying what do we do? So what we do is stop, start and share. So we stop buying our skincare and our consumable products from other retail stores, paying their overhead, such as Boots or Sainsbury's or anything where you're currently buying these products from, and you start enjoying the benefits from these amazing luxurious products which are phenomenal. And we get an amazing product at a discounted price. Like I said, we have our own shop, and we shop from our shop, and we also teach others and share Arbonne to our friends and family and our network about Arbonne, and we share this in different methods. We can do one-to-ones, like say coffee dates, we can do events, we can do parties, we can do launches. There's loads of different reach out methods how you can share Arbonne with people. Like I say, Arbonne's created the products, the business, the compensation plan, the research, the technology, everything. Arbonne's got everything ready for you at your fingertips. All you have to do is share it with your network. And this is what I love. It's so simple. So we stop, start and share.
That's it. Okay, so we have one of the most generous compensation plans in the world of network marketing. And to me, it's straightforward. It's simple. There's 4 levels of promotion, which I really love. And one of the other things I love about this business is I've been self-employed for a long time now. Before Arbonne, I was self-employed. And what I found about having my own business is the hardest bit for me was paying myself. And I was really bad at that bit. I loved doing what I did, but the money side of it, I was rubbish at. Whereas in Arbonne, they sort all that out for us. And we have this structure that we can work within, but we choose when we work, where we work, who we work with. And we choose our pace, how fast we want to build this business. But we have a framework. So Arbonne has this that we can all work towards, but it's up to us how and when we do that, which I really like. So I still have the freedom of self-employment, but I really love the kind of goals that we can work towards within it. So there's 4 levels of promotion. And when we first join Arbonne, we become an independent consultant. And I've explained we can earn our commission from our sales, and we can earn overrides as we build a team, and bonuses as we build a team as well. And then we work our way through the 4 levels of promotion. So first level is district manager. And the average income as a district manager, well, for me, my income at this level was between £100 a month and up to £800 a month at the top end of this level. And it took me, it was 5 months to promote to this level. So the average there is 5 to 7 months to promote to district. So if you look at the kind of the middle of that, say an extra £500 a month, what difference would that make to your life? For me at this point, I was working this alongside a full-time business and a toddler. And this was an extra income coming in, but I saw the bigger picture with Arbonne when I got it, not initially, when I got it, and I saw earning the bigger income. So I reinvested a lot of my income at this stage into my business, into things like conferences, Vegas, products, and it was definitely worth it. And so then you've got the second level of promotion is area manager. So this is where the business becomes willable. So if something happens to me, I've built this recurring income, and Arbonne wouldn't stop that income. They would will it to my family, my children, my husband, whoever I will it to, which is amazing. So we are building an asset and a legacy. We're going to leave a legacy for our family. And at this point, for me, the earnings at area manager were between £800 a month, and they went up to £2,100 a month. I know Laura's average was way over that, and it depends how your team is structured as to what the income is. And the average time to this position is 12 to 20 months. For me, it was 12 months, and I had a deadline with the goal was to get to this level by the time I had my little girl, because I knew earning this kind of £1,000, £1,500 a month would be enough money for me to be at home with my children. So that was my first big goal with Arbonne. And then the third level of promotion is regional vice president. So this is known as the Mercedes level in Arbonne. And myself and Laura are both regional vice presidents. Woohoo! And which means we earn a £500 a month cash bonus to lease a white Mercedes of our choice. So I have the ML, the 4x4, and Laura's got a really nice, C250 which is gorgeous.
C-Class Coupe.
C-Class Coupe. And at this point, the income goes from £3,000 a month up to around £9,000 a month at this level. So this is now a corporate level income for a part-time business that you fit in around your family, which is amazing. And the average time to promote this level is between 24 and 34 months. For me, it was around 34 months, I think, just under 3 years. The same amount of time as it took me to do my degree, and I'm still paying off that student loan. Whereas in Arbonne, I've been earning and learning as I've worked my way through the levels. And I think for Laura, it was just over 3 years as well, wasn't it, Laura? Definitely worth it.
It's quite alarming that if I was going to go back to university, I wouldn't come out with what I've created through Arbonne. I'm just so grateful that Arbonne came to life.
3 years in Arbonne, it was a worthwhile investment, the best investment. What else do we get at this level? Laura's about to walk the stage in Vegas as a new regional vice president, and she will receive her ring. I've taken mine off, don't know where it's gone. So we get a lovely Arbonne ring, we get an Arbonne watch. I'm literally jewelry free at the moment. I'm pool ready.
Got mine here.
You've got yours. Your lovely Arbonne watch, which is amazing. And we have a VP retreat every July. So they pay for us to go away for 2 days of training. At this point, we become an asset to the company, and they realize the importance of our leadership, and Arbonne invest in us as people so we can help grow our teams, which is amazing. We have out in Vegas, we have VP cocktail drinks, and Laura will be at the new VP luncheon.
I'm yet to experience this, but I'm sure I will. I'm sure I'll share it with you all. I'm very excited. Yeah,
you'll have the new VP luncheon. It'll be a whirlwind for you, your first Vegas. So I've never worked, we don't work for Arbonne, we work with Arbonne, but I've never been in a company that recognise and reward you so much. The NHS that I work for, they were just grateful if you saved a bit of money. It was quite a thankless job, unfortunately. Whereas with this, there's just so much praise and recognition, which is amazing. And then the fourth level of promotion. So we're in qualification for this top level national vice president, which means the car bonus goes up to £600 a month. I've already blown my budget anyway at the moment, but that's cool. And the income starts at £10,000 a month and upwards. And there's no ceiling. There is no ceiling on this business. It's not like, sorry, Zoe, you've earned too much. It's like once you build this, like any business, you put in the work in the beginning. So you work hard for a little to start with, and then you work a little for a lot in the long run. And you can really build this to something that continues to grow. And there is unlimited income potential, which is huge. And to start at 10 grand.
Is earning like 50 grand a month, isn't she?
Something.
I know it sounds a bit crazy, but it's like, this is how big you can grow your business. It's really exciting, and it's Absolutely. To give back more than anything. So
I know. We're in one of the top nations in the company, and our national vice president at the moment earns around $100,000 a month, and she's 72 years old and has a great life on a golf course, and doesn't still introduce people to Arbonne anymore because she built it so strongly in the beginning, and she started when she was 54. So 17 years in, she's just enjoying this amazing, phenomenal income stream that she's built. So the sky's the limit with this business. It's what you can achieve. It's only us that limit us. And that's what we learn as we go through and grow our business. So the average time is 41 to 53 months. So this is a 5-year plan. And when I really took this seriously, I'd spent 5 years in my podiatry practice, and I'd worked it hard for 5 years, and it wasn't earning me the type of income I expected. Really, I went into business quite blindly, and I just reached a point where I did reach a ceiling in my business where I ran out of hours in the day and I couldn't earn any more money. And when I really got this, I looked at this and thought, if I can give this 5 years of focus, then this could be so much more than what I've achieved in my previous 5 years. And that's what I did. And to start with, I built it alongside until it replaced my income, and which I think is a good place to be. And then I retired from podiatry, and now this is my sole income, and I have that flexibility to be with the children. So it's just incredible. There we go.
Okay then, so this is a global opportunity. So Zoe was saying earlier, we're yet to even touch the surface with this business yet around the globe. We're a really well established business, and we're only in 7 countries. We have so much growth to go yet, and so this is the most exciting and amazing slide, I feel, because we've still got so much room to grow and for people to hear about Arbonne. And like I say, this slide also represents that you can also build your business globally as well as locally. So we've got teams all over the world, in Canada and Australia, New Zealand. So this is where you're really leveraging your time as well. So you could be asleep while your business is currently working in another country. So this is like really exciting. And like I say, I feel like this is such a great opportunity to get involved with Arbonne here right now.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, and people worry about saturation, and this is just, it's still a ground floor opportunity, which is very unusual to have a company that's this established, that's still ground floor. And I mean, it's been in America for 37 years and it has a 1% saturation. And I've been in America for just over a week now. I've been traveling around, and of course, all you need in Arbonne is a mouth and the internet and some products. And we've been talking to people about Arbonne wherever we go, and we haven't yet bumped into anyone that's heard of Arbonne. And that's in America, where it's been here a long time. So to be in the UK, there's only about 80 Mercedes in the UK at the moment, which is nothing. And there's 65 million people. So there's so much room for growth. So where do you see yourself? There's 3 ways to join Arbonne. If you've seen an Arbonne catalogue, you'll see there's 2 price points in the catalogue. So there's client price. You can enjoy products at client or retail price. Then there's a preferred client program. So this is like a customer discount program. So you join Arbonne for a £17 joining fee, which gives 20% off at least at all the products. Preferred clients can buy our 30 days to healthy living kit for 40% off, our anti-aging set for 40% off, and our famous Genius ultrasound device at 40% off, and also choose a free product on the first order. And then we have the independent consultant. So the business is £56 to start an Arbonne business, which is nothing to start a business. And we get at least 35% off all the products and 50% off product bundles. We get a free product on our first order. The generous compensation plan, the opportunity to earn the Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program, the personal growth and development. So for me, my growth, I've been in Arbonne for it'll be 5 years this summer. And I didn't like picking up the telephone, let alone doing video calls. And my confidence and my personal growth is all Arbonne has given me so many life skills through growing my business. And when I joined Arbonne, so what I did, I got my ID number, I paid my £56. I then had my 35% off, and I switched my products at home. So I brought products for me to use on myself, because I can't wash my face in Dove in the morning and then go and recommend Arbonne in the afternoon. So I switched all my products at home to Arbonne. And then I also have products that I use as business tools. So I have sets of products that I lend to people, and they're my business tools. So that was my investment in my business, which I've had back thousands of times over. And then there's also a host program. It took me 3 years into my business before I knew what this was. And now we really know how to use this and benefit, especially our new consultants when they first launch their business. We have some great host rewards, and we can help consultants earn quite a big discount on the products and more freebies. And this can also be used if you have friends or family that want to host an event for you. Yeah.
So to close, so just think about these couple of questions that I'm about to say. So dream big. So you are where you are today because of the choices you made yesterday. And if you keep doing what you're currently doing, where will you be in 5 years' time? So do you have goals and aspirations to where you would like to be in the future? I know many years ago that I didn't. So like, so looking at this business and thinking, have you got goals? Then I say this may be a fit for you, and just think as big, like you say, dream big. Like, why not? And then instead of asking what if it doesn't, ask yourself what if it does. And this is something that really resonates with me. I didn't even think about what if it didn't work. I just thought, what have I got to lose? This business sounds incredible, and like I said, I just jumped in. It's the best thing I've ever done for me and my daughter's future.
Absolutely. I mean, when I was asked these questions, as I've said already, I've been in my podiatry business for 5 years, and I thought another 5 years in that business, I'd be still stuck in the same place. I felt like I was almost going around in circles, and I just thought, I'm just going to be exhausted, I'll be tired, I'll be cranky, and I'll have a bad back, basically. Whereas 5 years in Arbonne, it will be a totally different picture if I give it my all. So that's what I did. And then, like Laura said, when you look at the kind of best and worst case scenario in Arbonne, the worst case scenario for me was I've joined Arbonne, I've spent some money on some great products that I can just use up anyway. And the best case scenario was that I actually go on to build a business with Arbonne, and I'm so glad that I did. And I think if you ask anybody that has an Arbonne business, we all had fears to start with, every single one of us. We all had to jump in, and it's kind of a case of feel the fear and do it anyway and overcome those fears as you go along. We still do. We're still overcoming things all the time, but that's just part and parcel of it. And we become better people for it. And it's so worth it. So worth it. So,
like I said, we have an amazing like upline, your sponsors, they're all here to help you grow your business. Like for me, it's not really about me now, it's helping other people achieve their dreams, their goals, their desires, what they want out of life. And that's what I am really passionate about now, is giving back to others, because like Arbonne's completely transformed my life, and I just want to show the vision that it can change so many others as well, like for the better. And I'm just like so passionate about that. Like I say, you've got nothing to lose, everything to gain, and you get to hang out with us cool people. Like, come on.
Absolutely.
Go Vegas.
So thank you for listening to this Discover Arbonne presentation this evening. If you have any questions, then feel free to ask myself and Laura. You can either pop us a Facebook message or WhatsApp, or ask the person that shared this call with you or invited you onto this call. Thank you, Laura, for presenting with me this evening.
It's okay. I forgot Dorka. Use the can, guys. If anybody's like,
she's still cooking. I'm in Vegas and I'm paler than Laura.
I'm gonna wash it off now.
And
Thank you for listening.
We do have our normal team call on the same ID number at 9 o'clock UK time. So I'm going to hang up and then redial in. So our guest speaker is Tanya, who some of you have heard before, who works with Keith Kochner. So she was phenomenal last time. So I'm looking forward to hearing her again. And I'll share all our housekeeping bits and pieces at the start of that call as well. So I'm going to hang up now and then redial in on the same number. Cool. See you all soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.